If I put a sign here about the animal, can I put a sign on the other side about people? And then it could be a mutual learning experience. That could be kind of fun. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the Wee Hours here today playing Planet Zoo. Finally, right? This thing's been kicking around in my library for years now, and I've never really done anything with it. Last couple of nights, I've just been poking at it here and there, clicking things, kind of seeing what happens, and I've been having a really good time doing it. So I wanted to play a lot more of Planet Zoo. Problem is, having a YouTube gaming channel, you don't get a lot of time to, play any games. Not by yourself, anyway. So when I sit down in the evening, I don't have a ton of time to play Planet Zoo for months on end. So I figure if I'm going to want to play some Planet Zoo, we're going to have to put it up on the channel. So here we are. And I'm going into this with absolutely no agenda, no plan, no skill at all. I put about 5 minutes into the tutorial and said, wow, this is really boring. I'm going to go do something else. And then I spent about another hour maybe just sort of randomly clicking things, trying to do little bits and pieces here and there, seeing what did what. So I am walking into Planet Zoo with a bare minimum understanding of how it even works, which is how I often jump into games. Regular viewers will be very familiar with that. New viewers will be spending the first few episodes banging their head against the wall and yelling at me in comments. It's okay, you'll get used to it. And to make matters even worse, I'm running Planet Coaster at the same time on the channel. My god, Dave, Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster? What sort of insane maniac are you? I really just want to play both of them, and I want to put some time into them. I'd like to put some hours into both games, so I figure better to put them up on the channel and play Planet Zoo with you guys than playing with myself. That sounded so much better in my head than when it came out of my mouth. Okay, let's just back off from what I just said and go to where we're going from here. I went around and around between Career and Challenge and Sandbox, and I'm going to go with Challenge because Sandbox is a little too easy. Career mode is a little boring. Pretty much the same thing I'm doing with Planet Coaster. We're going to go into Challenge mode. So Dave's Awesome Zoo in a temperate area. I think that sounds nice and normal. Just some temperate grassland kind of thing. Flat terrain, medium difficulty, which is overly optimistic of me. I should really put this in easy mode, but I'm not. We're going to keep it in medium difficulty, see what I can do with it, and I just want to fuss with one or two of the settings before we get started. Or I might not fidget with anything at all, so I was going to go down and change our starting money because I thought it might be too low. Now, I know several people, I'm privileged enough to know several people in the whole intranet circles kind of thing that are way better at Planet Zoo than I am. Real experts in Planet Zoo, and I kind of gave him a little nudge and said, hey, I'm going to do sort of a Sandbox Zoo. What's a good amount of starting money where I'm not going to go broke immediately, but it's not too easy? And a couple of them actually had suggested 50,000, and it started me with 40. So I'm pretty okay with that, unless I can change it in some way. Now, I think I'm kind of stuck with this. We've just opened up the game, and I've got $40,000. I think we'll go ahead and take that. I was going to go through some more stuff, but this seems just fine. Now, 300 conservation credits. I earn conservation credits in the following way: releasing animals into the wild or improving the zoo's reputation. Yeah, okay, I don't really know what those do, so we'll come back to those later. How about an actual challenge? We're in challenge mode. Have at least 300 guests in the zoo. Oh, and I'll get some money for that too. Huh. Well, this has started out way better than I thought. I thought I was going to have to spend a whole bunch of time dealing with settings, but no. We can just get started right now. And let me just stress again, I have no agenda and no plan for this run of Planet Zoo. I really just want to put a fun zoo together. That's all I'm looking for. I never have a plan. I haven't had a plan my entire life, in case you're curious. I just sort of do things and hope for the best, and I've survived so far. So what I'd like to do today, I do have sort of a vague goal for today. I'd like to see if I can get one habitat going. Can I get one animal and or group of animals of, basically being the same animal? So like, not like a tiger and a bear. I like several tigers or several bears or several, you see where I'm going with this. One animal and or group of the same animals living in one habitat. Can I get that going today? And can I do it for $40,000? That's a big question, because even the people that I was checking in with, they're like, oh yeah, money's a bit rough in this game. So let's start with something sensible, like a path. Okay, we're going to have a theme of some sort, because I want all my paths to look the same. Palace tile. This is where it's all going to grind to a halt. Show it to me. No, I know it's malformed. I'll tell you what's malformed. Thank you very much. Oh, no, that's a little gaudy, isn't it? That's a little gaudy. No, we don't like that at all. Make that go away. That was terrible. That was a terrible choice right there. What I should do is I saw in one of the loading screens they recommended to make the width bigger to accommodate more people. So right now, the width of my path is 4 meters. Oh, I should have changed this to Imperial. I can't. Maybe I can do that later. I can probably do that later. I'll change it to Imperial. Hang on, I got to change this to Imperial. Thank you. I like my temperature measurement in Fahrenheit. All right, that's how we do things around here. 0 to 100, very easy to understand. I will take Fahrenheit for temperature, feet for distance, and we are not doing kilograms. Because I literally have no idea how much a kilogram is. If you put a kilogram in my hand, can I hold it? I have no idea. So we're doing imperial measurements. Thank you very much. Okay, much, much better. Let's get back to work here. Show me my paths. How about log round? Do I like those? And also, what is... If I did that, I'd like that width to be the same as the width coming in. So this is not quite. How about we made that... I don't know what that width is. There's probably something I can do to make that. Oh, I don't like any of that. This has all gone horribly wrong. I'm just going to have to cancel the entire series now. Okay, it's not what I particularly want, but I at least want to get something down here. Okay, something down. You go away. Here, I'm done with you. Thank you. You, however, need to get covered like that. Okay, now it's all the same path. All right. Well, now what do I do? I need some kind of enclosure. It is a zoo. It is allegedly a zoo. We should have zoo-like things in here, like a place where zoo people live. And by zoo people, I mean zoo animals. The animals in the zoo. We've talked about them before. We're looking for one or a group of the same one. So all tigers, all pandas, not one panda and one bear. Although they would technically be both bears. It's a panda bear and then like a grizzly bear. I have a feeling the grizzly bear would eat the panda bear. So probably don't put those together. How about... Okay, we're going super simple here. Super, super simple. So one thing I do know is the visitors have to be able to walk all around it because that's how they see it, and that's what they like to do. They like to see the animals. They're coming to a zoo specifically to see the animals, not have the animals be 20 miles away. So they need to be kind of able to walk around the whole thing and then look at the animals. So let's get... Okay, I know we're focusing heavily on paths here in the first few minutes, but let's just try and make just a path that goes around, well, to itself, largely, to its... I told you I had no plan for this. And you can loop around to there and there. I know, this is so not creative. I made a square. Big whoop. But this, again, simple, simple, simple. That's what I'm trying to do here. Because my time with Planet Zoo is extremely limited and in the single-digit hours. Might be a single digit, in fact. That being 1. Maybe 2. I don't know. I'd have to check my Steam account. So there's a path. All the visitors can come in here and then go, oh my god, look at that cool animal that's probably not eating the other animal because the zookeeper didn't do something stupid like put prey in with predators. We hope that won't happen. It could. I don't know. I'm not really much of an ecologist. So let's go, habitat. No, barriers. Barriers. It's barriers. Okay, we got to do barriers. And then we do, everything else. Again, minimal knowledge of this game. I can't stress that enough. What are you? A hedge. Okay, it's climbable, and it's not... It's a hedge. I feel any animal could get out of this. Literally any animal could get out of this. I almost want to put it up to find out what animal can't get out of this. Just a hedge. A basic hedge. I'm going to go with a loose no on that. So, small, that's a gate. We don't want gates. There's glass. Okay. That's kind of what we want. We want people to be able to see. Hang on. No, back all of that off. I've made a mistake. Let's do it all over again. Thank God for the undo button. Okay, undo all of that. What I'd like this to be a little bit taller. 6.56 feet. Okay, so a bit taller than me. Gotcha. So what I'd like is to be able to... That's what I... No, that's not doing what I want at all. Okay, this is where it's all going to crumble. I can absolutely direct you to people who know how to do this. Unfortunately, I'm not that person. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So what if it was like a 12, okay, 12.88. Can you just give me an even 12? 12, 12. I can probably type it in. 12, 1203. Good enough. All right, so let's bring this around like this, and this, and this. And then can I there's a curvy bit somewhere, right? Oh, I made something go wrong. Okay, stop what I'm doing. I seem to recall something over here that said curvy. Like make the wall curvy. And if I put this back up, am I back to my... Are you just going to do the thing that I want you to do? I've already messed this up. I've been playing this game for, let me see here, about 10 minutes, and I've already messed it up. I mean, is it a thing where I, like, literally don't know how to make curvy walls? Because I was playing this last night, and when I was putting up barriers, there was a little thing right over here that said make it into a curvy one instead of a straight one. It didn't say it exactly like that. I want to be very clear about that. It had far more technical terms to it. But I feel I've done this before. I also, now that I'm looking at it, I don't know that I want all of this to be glass. Just like a lot of it, basically. That's okay. I'm reasonable. Oh no, hang on. That went wrong. That can't stand. No. That has to go in a much straighter line than what I just created. Now, see, if I put it here, though, the visitors might not be able to see it if it's like way over here. Okay, bring yourself in like this. Okay, and you know what? I'll go back and make those into like something not glass. The line's gone a little bit wonky here. I bet there's a setting to fix that, but I just don't know what it is, and I'm not inclined to look for it. So if I go back to here, can I make... I'm pretty sure if I just re-click this, does that go... I want this. Yeah, be brick. That's what I wanted. You, be brick. Be brick. Okay, cool. That part didn't change since me playing it last night. I might be thinking of a completely different zoo game, and I've played a few, believe me. I feel like the animals want some degree of privacy where they're not being stared at. I mean, I know I do. So if I made all of this go away, how are we looking? Okay, again, not creative. I get it. Look, nobody is getting it more than me. No creativity here. It's a square, largely with a square inside it, except these walls went kind of wonky. And they're so wonky, I kind of want to make them into something else. Yes, I would like to edit the barrier. Thank you very much for asking. I'd like that to be brick, and I'd like also this to be brick. And this can be brick. I can't close off all of this. People have got to look at these animals. And this could be brick. Okay, where am I at? Again, not... Ooh, I like that now. Oh, hang on. I do like the opposing corners of brick. I've accidentally done something fun. Right. Animals are going to live here. So probably just not a flat patch of earth. What if I started like doing something with terrain here with my very limited understanding? So terrain go up. I get that. I get that. How about we made this terrain go up like this? It's just for something interesting for the animals to walk on or view. I don't really know how much animals care about this sort of thing. But yeah, let's make this just for making it look interesting. For nothing except making it look interesting. That's it. So like that, and then like that, and then a little bit like that. Okay, actually bring that down sort of like here and have a little higher point maybe right here. Okay, so far so good. Now, what I'd like to get is some water in here. As I remember, again, I cannot stress this too many times. Extremely limited understanding of game mechanics. I need to lower the earth and then put water in it, which does make a lot of sense. So what if I don't want like a big like lake or anything? I just want like maybe a little swimming area, provided I get animals who can actually swim. I don't know how that's going to go. I have no idea what's going in here. No idea. Probably whatever I can afford. Speaking of which, where am I at? 36K. Okay, I'm feeling good about that 40,000 starting money. This is happening. This exists. So yeah, just like a little swimming area. Like that. Just kind of try and even that out a little bit. Let me see it from this angle. Yeah, I like that actually. I like that a lot. So if I just add water, boom. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now this looks vaguely interesting. So, note to myself, please remember to remind me in comments. Note to myself, you won't actually have time to because I'll probably put an animal in here before I wrap up this episode. But note to myself, if you do remind me in comments, get an animal that swims. Oh, yeah, check it, Dave, too. You got to put a door in. Otherwise, this whole thing doesn't work. So, door. Don't forget the door. There we go. I can throw one right in there. Perfect spot for it. Okay, a door there. So the keepers can get in and out and do their thing that they need to do. Okay, well, habitat. What you got for me? Let's break it down, shall we? Food and water. I like food, I like water. I bet animals do too. What if I put the food and water, I kind of like to maybe be a little bit private for them? How about we put the food and water sort of over here? Food bowl large. I have no idea how much of this I'm going to need. Why can't it go that close to the wall? Must be a pathing issue of some sort. And then a large water bowl could also go over here. I don't know. Please let me know in comments. Do they drink the water that's like in the lake here, the mini lake that I've created? Will they drink that? So because it's clean, that's in the settings. It's just 100% clean water. So if I didn't put a water bowl up, would they live? Also, should I put that to the test? I might. I'm not saying I'm not going to. I might. We'll have a think about that. How about beds and shelters? Again, I don't know what's going in here. This is the thing. Oh, take out all the DLC for right now. Quick heads up on that. Same comment I made during the Planet Coaster video. As of today, the time that I'm recording this, I don't have any DLC in here. However, I probably will by the next time you see Planet Zoo. So I'm recording this during the middle of the Steam sale, and all the DLC is very heavily discounted for Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster. If you're interested, it's a great time to grab it. So by the time you check in next time with Planet Zoo, chances are all of that DLC will be in there, but not today. So how about something like a basic shelter? Okay, wooden basic shelter 4x4. Yeah, I don't hate that. Again, let's give them a little tiny bit of privacy. Could I get that sort of like right up to the edge of this? Okay, and then bedding. I have no idea what's going to sleep here. Extra large leaves? Maybe? I mean, I could put them like right here. It doesn't really look that good. Show me this one. Better. It can't poke out past the wall, though. Let's make sure that's not going to happen. So if I put that, yeah, it can't poke out past the wall. That's not okay. How about if we like kind of rotated that a little bit so the wide end is inside? If I put that there, yeah, I know I did a thing. I don't want to edit anything at all. No, and if it is poking out, I can't see it, and if I can't see it, it's not going to bother me. Also, I seem to have magically made it go away. So how about we try that again? So this, I want you to go... Oh, did it go underneath it, maybe? Like that? Okay, that seems to have worked. And actually, that makes sense. I like that. The bedding kind of around the posts like that. That's pretty good. Okay. So far, so good. It's not the world's worst habitat. I mean, I wouldn't mind living here. It's got a lake. Now, show me fun things. So enrichment, so the animals don't get bored. Because Lord knows I lie awake at night worrying that my cat is a little bored. The cat sleeps for 20 hours out of the day. All right, but we're all fussy about whether the cat is entertained. Oh, could I get a bridge over my thing? Oh, hang on. Can I... Okay, well, the first thing I need to know is, can I link these? And I'm sure the answer is probably yes. But if I put a bridge there, can I get another one to link to it without me knowing how to do the whole up and down and fidgety creation thing? Because that, trust me, I just can't with that. Again, I will be happy to refer you to at least 2 other people that I know who do that way better than I do. It kind of links, but no. See, it needs to... Not quite. I know there's a thing where I can kind of move this up and down better, but you know what? I'll just wait for comments. In the meantime, we'll just get rid of that. Okay, get rid of that and get rid of that. Sorry, did I actually accidentally make something go away? No, everything seems to be fine over here. Now, what if I could do that with maybe this? Could I get this? All right, hang on. There's a way for me to do this without me having to go completely nuts and lose my mind. I just don't know what it is yet. Show me just climbable stuff. Okay, gotcha. Could I get this and make it into a bridge? And I'm probably going to run into the same problem you just ran into, man, but give it a shot. Can I? There is. You know what? I'll just wait for comments. So lacking that, I don't actually have a tremendous amount of enrichment for these people. And by people, I mean animals. Is this... I feel there's more than this, because I've seen more than this. Is this maybe something I have to research down the road? Like, show me toys. There's literally no toys. There's literally no toys. Okay. So I know there are toys. Probably I have to research this, so we're going to have to keep it nice and simple here. You're going to get a single branch over here. It's more of a log, really, in the grand scheme of things. What are you, a thin pole? Well, that doesn't seem very fun. I mean, what are you going to do with it? I'll put it there. I'm apologizing in advance to every animal that comes in this zoo. I just don't have a lot going on. Underwater plant feeder. Okay, underwater stuff. Can I put fish and, like, things that aren't fish in the same pen? I mean, there's no reason I can't. I could put fish in here. If I have access to fish, I don't know. And then non-fish items. And by items, I mean animals. Non-fish items. Not in the water. I mean, they might go in the water, because, again, I'm kind of banking on them being able to swim. But I could have fish and then non-fish. The thing with the fish is that nobody's going to see the fish. So you're going to walk by and go, I don't know, there might be fish in there. What the heck do I know? I'm looking at the non-fish things. Okay, again, Dave, try and keep it simple. All right, let's just try and keep it simple. How about, what is this? A brachiation frame. Okay, wasn't actually planning on brachiating today, but then who is? It's kind of cool. But I gotta, okay. So the obvious implication there is monkeys, or some sort of simian. I gotta feel they're right over this thing. You brachiate up here, you get your brachiation on, you're jumping right over that glass thing. I would. I absolutely would. I mean, it does look wicked cool, though. I was not planning on brachiating. And if I were, I would jump right over the fence. Okay, keep it simple. You're trying to keep it simple here. What is this? It's a Y-shaped stick. Woot. Okay, how about, I don't know, a pile of logs? I'm so sorry to literally every animal that is coming in here. I don't know how I get toys. I know they exist. I probably have to research it. I haven't done that yet. All right, I'm going to give you like one more log over here. I know. It's terrible. But my hope is that you're going to go over and play with the terrible log and people will see you doing it. And then be like, oh my god, that non-fish animal is playing with the log. It looks wicked bored, but hey, at least I can see it, and that gives me joy because I'm in a zoo. I kind of expected to see animals, which there may or may not be inside the lake. We don't know if there's fish there, but there's definitely non-fish items over here. And by items, again, we do in fact mean animals. I need, people gotta give us money. And there's donation boxes. So one of the ways that we make money is people come in and they look at the non-fish animal playing on the terribly boring log and go, wow, that was moderately exciting. I will chip in a few bucks to this zoo because it desperately needs it. And then they put money in the donation box. Where is that? Oh, that was easy enough. Okay, right there, donation box, right under facilities. So these are path items. Well, I'm definitely going to put one here because, again, that's kind of my hope, is that an animal will play on the really boring log and people go, oh, wow, that was kind of meh. And I'll put one, well, on the other side. That obviously makes sense. Put one over here. And then put one over here. I don't know how many of these you need. Do you need like 20 of them surrounding a thing? I'm going to go with 3 and then call it a day from there. And then I saw this last night. This was cool. There's like education things. Yeah, there, it's right there. Habitat education board set, which is a mouthful to be sure. But I can put this up and you can like, I actually don't have any animals. I can't tell the sign what to say unless there's actual animals. Okay, I got a little overexcited with the sign thing, but I'm going to put one up there and one like over by the other donation box over here. So whatever non-fish animal is in here, you could learn a little bit about it by reading the sign, which is currently blank. I'm not going to lie about that, but we just don't know what animals live here yet. Okay, let's reevaluate. Shall we, gang? Let's. I have a habitat. I mean, it's not terrible. I actually like the look of it. I like the little, rolly hills here, and I like the lake, which may or may not contain fish at some point. Not so much on the enrichment. Not, I mean, the animals are going to be so bored. Like, wicked bored. I mean, I feel like I just want to put up anything like a guest barrier, just for something for them to do. I should put up a sign for the animals. At least they could read about something. If I put a sign here about the animal, can I put a sign on the other side about people? And then it could be a mutual learning experience. That could be kind of fun. All right. I have no staff. And there's like so many people that need to deal with animals. There's like vets, and then, I don't know, people who feed animals, and then people who clean up after animals. There's like so many people that need to be involved in all of this. The one thing I do remember is that the first thing I'm going to need if I want any animals at all is an animal trading center. I can't get squat until we actually have a facility that to actually bring people in here. And you're not it. You're my park entrance, right? You are, yeah, you're my park entrance. You're not what I want. Hopefully that's the park entrance. Hopefully. Hope I didn't put that on the complete other side of the park. Nope, looking good. Wait, what is $150,000? A guest spawner. Oh, that's kind of fun. I'm going to decorate the inside of these walls because I'm legitimately depressed for the animals. Oh, this is very, very small. That's super, super small. Yeah, that like goes on a floor or something and tells people not to go there. I thought that was a big sign that I could put up. It's not, and that's just not going to work out. What is that? A transport monorail. Really? Really? We can have monorails in this game? Show me. Oh, I could build a track ride. Neat. Maybe I can mash up Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo. Also, why can't I do that? Why has there not been a mashup for Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo? Why can't I build a zoo/theme park? If somebody pops up in comments and said there's a mod for that, do please let me know, because I can't imagine why I can't just put both games together and make both. Apart from the fact that my PC would probably blow up. Apart from that nonsense, that would be wicked cool. Okay. What is this? Recycling bin. You know what? Just put a bin up. While you happen to be looking literally right at a bin, put a bin up. But what we need to do is get the animal like area going here. So what am I set at? 16 feet. See, I know how big 16 feet is. I also haven't left myself a lot of room over here. So what if we bring it out? Maybe the staff stuff could be over in this neck of the woods. So what if we bring you sort of in this direction like this? Nope. Can't have that. Nope, 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 nope. Make that go away. Not having that wonky line in there. I'll accept some wonky lines, but not all the wonky lines. Now, I did see a thing here. Where's that snapped? Yeah, align to grid. Maybe that'll make... Oh, I don't know which grid you want. Oh, how would I know which grid you want? That's like your job. Are you aligning to a grid now? You do seem to be going in a straighter line. Okay, much better. The little Adrian Monk in my head is getting so much happier now. All right, Keeper Hut, Quarantine, Research Center. Oh, that's the thing I need. I got to get that rocking and rolling soon. But I need any animal, like literally any animal at this point. Staff Room, Trade Center. That's the one I need. And I only get like the generic one, right? Yeah, there's no more decorative ones right now. The whole thing with Planet Zoo, and the reason I'm terrible at it, is people spend countless hours of their lives making these generic buildings just unbelievably amazing. And I won't. I'm going to try, but I am going to fail because I have a frustration point that other people who are way more successful at Planet Zoo don't. So there's a point where I'm like, yeah, that's good enough. I'm out. So we're going to give it a shot. Probably might not do that immediately, but we're going to give that a shot. So there's my trading center. That is where, you know what? Tuck that over here, like way over here. Because, got to think about some money, too. I've got some money now, but that ain't going to last forever. Put some, like, food or drink over here for people to eat or drink. And I'll give them a staff room so they don't get, like, crazy fussy about things. What if can I put all of these, like, together? Like this? And then just kind of, well, not quite. And then just maybe build around it later. I don't quite know how that's going to work. This is going to be ugly as sin right now. But we're going to kind of maybe... So, okay, the bigger building, that could maybe live down here on its own. So let's do that like that. All right, so that's staff room, trading center, vet. What else am I missing here? Quarantine. I kind of want... I need a keeper hut. I definitely need a keeper hut. You know, to keep animals in healthy, vaguely conditions. So put that guy. I'm setting myself up for failure here. Because in my mind, I'm going to build something really nice around this. but it's gonna make me crazy frustrated. I'll give it a shot. Not today, but I'll give it a shot. Maybe next time we'll work on decorating that. I really just want to get one non-fish animal in here. What else am I left with? A workshop. I don't even know what that does. Vet surgery. We have a vet, but not a vet... No, this is a vet surgery. Okay. So the other one that I'm missing is, in fact, the quarantine area. Okay, cool. We'll come back to that. I would like to get something for people to spend their money on. That would be great. So guest facilities. I've got a little more options here. So what have we got? Bernie's Bakes. Right on. Show me, Bernie. What you got? Okay, you got like a cupcake shop. Okay, cool. I'm not hating that. And that would tuck in nicely here. Tell you what, I don't hate that. You walk right in the door, you see that non-fish animal, and you suspect there may or may not be fish in the lake. You're not sure about that. You're like, you know what? I'm going to go have a cupcake while I have a little think about that. So let's tuck that back there, like that. Probably do a little decorating around there. And then what could you show me, say, for like beverages, drink stalls? You got Gulpy, and you've got the Planet Zoo drink shop. You got vending machines. It's not a bad idea. Why don't we keep it simple for today? Just put in, like, vending machines here. Could I get this to live, like, here? Do I want that to live here? I mean, it's kind of, it's tacking onto the path here. It's clipping to the path, so it can clip there or there. If it clips there, can people actually access that? You're not really sure about that, are you, Dave? You're not. I can see it in your head. You're not sure about that. You think you're sure about that, but you're totally not. Put that guy there. Okay, you got a little drink vendor. You can go in and get a soda or something like that. Restaurant. Well, I don't want to spend $15K on anything right now. But how about the Planet Zoo drink shop? Again, not... No, oh God, whatever I did is just so wrong. There's all the controls that I don't know anything about. No, make it all go away. I'm so sorry I pressed that button. I know. Maybe. Okay? Maybe if we're all good and we all behave ourselves in comments, maybe I will work on figuring out how all of these things work. But I've watched people do it. Again, I can't stress this enough. I can happily refer you to way better Planet Zoo players than me. I know several of them. And I watch their stuff, and it's amazing. And they do these things with the green and the blue and the red arrows. And they make these perfect constructions that are just gorgeous. And then I just get scared by those things. So what I'm going to do instead, again, just basic stuff here, is just rotate it. Because you know what? I understand the Z key. I get it. It's not terrible looking. I mean, it's not great. It's not terrible looking, though. How about we'll give a shot at decorating that up later, prettying that up a little bit. But let's put the gulpy nonsense here. I know we've got a vending machine for it. I get that. You've kind of gotten off track with the animal thing, haven't you, Dave? You're all about getting an animal in here. Oh, let's get an animal in here. That's what you said. Let's get an animal in here. Haven't really done much with that, have you? Okay, how about we did that? How about we got... Well, first of all, I know it's been in pause mode for literally the entire time. I'm so sorry about that, but here we are. So let's get, first of all, some staff. Because I ain't doing squat without staff around here. So what do I need? Well, everything. I need a caretaker to sweep up. And I'm pretty sure those are actually the guys who move the animals when I buy them, rent them, lease them. I don't know what you do with animals. So yeah, you're good. No, you're good. Thank you. I'll take a keeper. You can go over there. I know you're hovering in midair. It's because I have it in pause mode. That's not going to be for much longer. Any moment now, you're going to drop out of the sky. And then I need... do I need a mechanic? I need vendors. Oh, I think they come with vendors. I think when you put a shop up, it gets an auto vendor. I will get a vet, which is different than a vendor, even though they do both start with the letter V, which is ironic. Security, well, you know what? We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay, so I'm going to just do this just so everyone starts going to work. We're all going to go to work, please. There we go. Go to work. All right, so everyone exists right now. Now... let's go see if we can actually get an animal in this zoo. Oh boy, I got a lot of choices here. Okay, there's a single aardvark. Well, I'd like to get some kind of breeding pair, because that seems sensible. I think buffaloes are a little bit optimistic for the size of the enclosure that I have. I'm really looking for something a tiny bit on the smaller side. What are you? What are you? A wild dog. Okay, we just got dogs. I go to a pet store and find a dog. Maybe not an African wild dog. It might not be that exotic. But, like, there's dogs everywhere. There's one barking outside my house right now. Like, literally right now as I'm recording this is a dog barking outside. I don't want to go to a zoo to see a dog, no matter how wild it may be. Ooh, turtles. Turtles might be fun. And I bet they don't get bored very easily. They seem like they have a really high threshold for boredom. What if I got a giant tortoise? I've got water. They could, like, live in there. Are you the same kind of tortoise? Yeah, you are. You're just a different coloration. Okay. Well, I've got these, like, magic leaf points. I got 300 of them. Okay, my first choice is probably going to be tortoise, but let me just kind of skim through the list here. There are a number of bears for sale, which is good, but the bears are crazy pricey, as you might expect. I mean, if you were just going to go down to the store and buy a bear, you got to expect you're throwing down a couple of thousand there. Now, are you a different tortoise? You're a Galapagos giant tortoise. Okay, I'm really spinning towards tortoise here. How are you different than the other tortoises? Tortoisei? Tortoisisms? You're an Aldabra giant tortoise. Can you mate? Like, between the Galapagos and the Aldabra? Is it like a turf war thing? Are you like in a gang? Can you mate? I don't know. I'm really spinning towards tortoise. Okay, quick spin through the list here. Now, people are just giving away zebras. Holy moly, there must be a huge glut in the zebra market. Zebras are dirt cheap right now. But I'm not seeing anything immediately that is keeping me away from turtles. I mean, crocodiles would be awesome. We'll definitely have crocodiles. There's no question. There's this zoo. I say zoo. I think it's actually in a hotel. It's sort of an animal exhibit. I don't know if it's still there. I saw it years ago. And it was all predatory animals. It was so cool. So it was actually more of an aquarium, really. But it had sort of like non-fish animals in there. And they had this crocodile. And you just walk over this very small, very intimidating bridge in that it feels like it could collapse at any moment. And there's a crocodile like 4 feet below you. And just staring at you like, come on, man, drop. Just drop down. It was the coolest thing. I don't remember what hotel it was at. I don't know if it's there anymore, but it was super, super cool. All predatory animals. Like, nothing in there that didn't eat other animals. We're going tortoise. We're going tortoise. You know what? Stick with your gut on this, Dave. Stick with your gut. So I'm going to pick up, because I've got the magic leaf points here. I'm going to pick up these 3 guys here. This one's cash. This one I can pay for with magic leaves. I don't know how quickly I'm going to accumulate magic leaves, but I'm going to get these guys. This guy's only 821. Oh my god, I've spent so much money. I've spent so much money. $16,000 out of my 40 is left. I mean, $16,000 sounds like a lot of money, but it ain't. I should have gone for 50. Okay, well, still $821 to get this tortoise, get that guy, and I'm going to go get the other one. 2 reasons. One, they might mate. 2, I want to see if they're going to get in a fight, because they're from different parts of the globe, and there's going to be like this huge tortoise turf war. So turn the game back on, and now I got to get those guys. All right, so we gotta put them in the pen here. So what do we do? Animal storage. Yeah, I got 4 tortoises in storage. What's your problem here? Animal cannot be released to the wild. Great, I've got no plans to. I own it now. I'm sorry if you don't understand how this works. I paid for you. I own you. Okay? Send it to the zoo. Yeah, I want to obviously send it to the zoo. Send it right here to this. I don't know if you have to click on the door, but it seems to me clicking on the door is a good thing. Like, I want it to go specifically to this enclosure. Okay, this enclosure. And then all the other toward it. No, oh yeah, okay, yep. We're moving things. Things are happening here. Send it to that enclosure, and then pop me back up here and send you to this enclosure. Okay, super. So my man's running in. He's got a box full of tortoise. He'd love to drop it. There we go. Tortoise comes in. Yeah, it is the caretakers who weirdly are in charge of moving the animals around. Okay, we have a solitary tortoise. Who are you? You're moving a tortoise around. Adelaide? What are you? What do you do for me? Oh, you're a vet. Okay, so the vets can do it too. You just threw the tortoise on top of the other tortoise. A little rude. A little rude, Adelaide. Just saying, a little rude there. Now, the keeper's coming in probably to feed them. Yeah, you're going to check him out and go, oh my goodness, we don't have any food for these tortoises. Oh, by the way, there's a guy with a huge box of tortoise coming right up behind me. I should get out of the way. Do you feed him at any point, champ? There's like a food bowl here. You want to feed those things? Oh my god, there's like a million people in my zoo. I have 4 turtles. Okay, 4 turtles here. I have slammed it into pause mode. Wow, they do look very cool. I mean, it's a gorgeous game. It's just a gorgeous... Look at that lighting off of the shell. It's super gorgeous. I'm running this on a very mediocre PC too, and it still looks good. I can't even imagine what this looks like on actually a decent rig. It's a gorgeous game. It's absolutely gorgeous. I have 4 turtles, a very boring enclosure, and the gates just cracked wide open, and I've got almost nothing for these people to do. I have very boring buildings that I desperately want to do something with, and I've got 15,000 of my 40,000 left. Not a good sign. I've already spent $25,000 just getting one animal enclosure going, and what is not even the bare minimum of staffing requirements. God help these guys if they need any sort of quarantine, because I don't got that right now. And that, guys, is a great place to call it on Planet Zoo for today. We'll come back to more of this again next time. Do please let me know in the comments what you're thinking of Planet Zoo. I was a little hesitant to put it up because I'm terrible at it, and I'm going to be terrible at it, but I really love it. It's a great, amazing game. I just kind of want to make stuff and put animals in and see what happens, and mostly see if I can get any money out of these people. But do please let me know in the comments what you're thinking of Planet Zoo, what I can be doing better, what I can be doing worse, what I could be doing at all with $15,000, and we'll pick up some more of this again next time. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. You know what, kids? I'm the camp counselor who's going to teach you the truth, all right? None of this mamby-pamby kumbaya nonsense, all right? We're learning the truth here. The truth is death and disappointment and theft. Basically, I did the theft. Everything else is on you. Robot, how do we rescue you? I don't know how to rescue you. I'm also not sure I ever knew you were a woman. So once again, the fish are on fire, and you're on fire. Isabella is in fact on fire. The YouTube Awards ceremony for the best YouTubers of the time. I think this may be a mild exaggeration. I look like I'm paralyzed with fear and or hunger up on stage there.